Good afternoon. I'm Matt from theshavingcadre.com, otherwise known as Lukey3262. Hope you guys are having a great 4th of July weekend so far. It's Saturday here. Okay, so I'm going to do a wet shave with a straight razor today. But first, let's talk about the details. The software today, I'm going to be using the CBL Dragons Pub, which is the Fusion Master Barber Premium Tallow version. This was a special release by Chris some time ago, and I just need to get it out and use it more. And then I'm also going to be using his Aftershave Tonic, which matches that as well. This scent is kind of it's his Dragon's Blood scent, but then he added in Guinness Extra Stout, I believe. And it's got some vanilla, patchouli, smokiness. I mean, it's got a bit of everything in it. It's just a really interesting and complex scent. And then on top of that, it's got a little bit of Guinness in it. So that's the soap and the aftershave. And then for the balm today, I'm going to be using Fitjar Slåtterøy. I think that's how it's said. It's kind of a interesting take on a bay rum. So I'll go ahead and do that. I've already preloaded my brush, which today I'm going to be shaving with. It's a 24 millimeter Art of Shaving Badger brush. And then my razor today is a Dovo Prima, which I picked up in a lot some time ago. It's a nice razor. I just actually had never honed it, so just went ahead and honed it just the other day. And I'll see how the edge is. Hopefully it's good. I'm on about a 48 hour plus, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 52 hour, 50 somewhere along those lines, since I shaved. So looking a little rough. Looking to make a trip to the hardware store here in just a little bit. Gonna try and make a decision on what I want to do for a workbench I'm going to be working on. I need a workbench that is suitable for working on razors and pretty much anything around the house as well. But right now I'm workbench-less since we moved into the new house. I mentioned that before, and just kind of been putting it off for the last few months. But I've come to the point where I must buy a workbench or build one, and I prefer to build one. It'll be a little cheaper and probably higher quality, though I'm not exactly the best woodworker. But how hard could it be? I've built a lot of other stuff in the past, so I need to buckle down and do it. Yeah, I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I was thinking about one of two options for the top. I'm either going to be taking 2x4s, stacking them on their sides, gluing and clamping them together to make my top. I would probably do about 2.5 feet deep by about 5.5 to 6 feet long. So I can have room on my table for buffers and a grinder and for my other tools. So either the 2x4 option, or I'm going to go with a kind of a plywood top, where I'll take a couple sheets of plywood or one sheet of plywood, cut it to length, and then I'll glue and screw the top together so it's nice and thick and heavy. That's my main concern with building this out, is that I want to have something that's really nice and solid, especially if I'm doing peening on razors or kind of any project. You don't want a table that's moving on you, you know. And of course, you know, if I make a slip with my saw or something and I cut into the table, I don't want to just tear the table up too terrible. So I want something I can use and abuse a little bit as opposed to something that's going to be delicate. So those are my two options right now. I don't know. I'm thinking I might look at a couple other options. I could do a different composite, maybe floorboard type composite stuff. And then I'll be doing, you know, the table legs, probably make it out of fence post type material or something. But any of you guys on my channel, if you've got experience building a workbench at home, by all means, share your plans or tell me what you did. I would appreciate it. I mean, again, I'm not the most skilled craftsman in the world. I like to think I'm kind of halfway handy with some tools. But I'd really like to get back to regularly restoring razors. I cleaned up a few just this last week and got a lot of enjoyment out of working on them, and I just feel like it's time to get back on the horse now that things are halfway settled here at the house, and then we can start pumping out some custom scales and things like that again. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to today. And then we went out last night with the little boy and bought some fireworks. So, you know, of course we got him home and he wanted to shoot off some, so we shot off a few fireworks last night, and we'll probably shoot off some more fireworks this afternoon. And I think the 4th of July will mostly be tomorrow. Because Monday, got to get him ready to get going again to school. Don't want him being up super late on a work night or school night. But yeah, we don't have too much going on this weekend. It's been raining all day here. I didn't look at the rain gauge, but I'm sure we got somewhere around, I'd say at least 3 inches. It poured most of the morning. But yeah, I believe these scales, like I said, I picked it up in a lot. I believe these are the ebony scales. Real nice razor. I just had it for at least a year and hadn't honed it. So, and it does have a jasper edge, just a pure jasper. You know, I've honed several other newer Dovo razors, and this is the newest Dovo I think I've ever had in my hands. But this one here in particular, the edge just really wanted to come together. It was probably the cleanest Dovo I've seen come out of the factory like this. It was, as soon as I started setting the bevel on it, like the bevel, it came together in like 5 seconds, it felt like. And then just finishing it took no time at all to get it going. Very light. It's not a heavy razor. But it has a nice, smooth, comfortable edge on it. And this Dragons Pub is right in my wheelhouse for scents. I mean, for one, the strength on it for a scent is real solid. It's probably a 4 out of 5 strength wise for scent. One of those you get to smell throughout the shave, which is nice. You know, I prefer a soap you can smell the entire time through. I mean, that's what you're paying for. If you're buying a scented soap. Anyway, yeah. So that's what's going on with me. Now, as far as what's going on the forum, we just completed the Shaving Cadre's weight loss challenge. We still have a few stragglers out there for turning in their weights, so I'll probably take a look when I'm done with this shave before I go to the hardware store, and we will probably declare a winner for the month of June, and then the overall winner of the challenge. Now, myself, I think I ended up losing 31 pounds total. Weighed in at 179, which is, again, my lowest that I've been in a long time. But I kind of hung out at that weight for the last 2 months, and probably should have introduced some more rigorous exercise, but been a lot going on the last few months. And me and the wife had discussed actually setting up the gym this weekend, finally. All right, that's past one. Just like all the CBL soaps, excellent creamy lather. If you haven't given a try to the CBL soaps, please check them out. Do yourself a favor. Expense-wise, they're not crazy by any means. Chris is vendor on theshavingcadre.com. He has his own website, so just look up CBL Premium Shaving Soap, and you should be able to find them. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, feeling a lot better. I think my last video I did, I was still pretty yucky feeling on Wednesday. I had a cold from, I think, last Sunday all the way through. Still have a little bit of congestion, but I'm doing a lot better. All right. I've had several people ask me recently why I don't do a traditional against the grain pass on my cheeks. And that is because my against the grain pass is my cross the grain pass. For most guys. What I mean is my hair grows this direction, so shaving that way is my against the grain. If you can see behind me, right there, we have my upcoming lineup for soaps that I'll be using for my shaves. I've got, I believe I'm going to be using the Barrister Man's Lavenel, then the Barrister Man's Reserve Fern, and then the Barrister Man's Le Grand Chefra. Chefra? It's terrible. I don't know how that's pronounced. Now the Le Grand Chefra, sheep, whatever, and the Reserve Fern are both trades that I received recently. I've been wanting to try out, the Reserve Fern. For some reason I left that alone for a long time. And then I think it's been discontinued. But I hear it's a great facsimile of Hubigant's Fitjar Royale, which I have the vintage Fitjar Royale shaving soap, and I don't have an aftershave to go with it. So I just thought it'd be nice to pick up some of that, but along with it came the soap. And I was talking recently with Scuttle Soap from the Shaving Cadre about Le Grand Chefra. Gosh, I'm butchering that, I'm sure. And he was telling me that I had to give that a try because it's a classic scent, and that he really enjoyed it. So again, the same guy had that available, and we worked it out, and there we go. Not that I need any more soaps, but I do like the scents. So razor shaving really nicely. Again, it's maybe just a hair lighter than what I'm used to. I like a little bit heavier razor, but I think maybe the scales are heavier, and so maybe that's what's kind of throwing it off. I mean, it's not bad. The balance isn't bad off, but not sure I'm going to hang on to it. Now that it's honed, it probably could use another home, maybe. We'll see. I think I loaded this soap for about maybe 45 seconds. And it's just enough. Edge is nice. I think I'm going to give it a few more laps on the Jasper. I didn't go too crazy on this one. It felt like it came together really quick, but it might get just a little bit more keen. The only tugging I felt was right here and a little bit right here. So I think if I give it about 8 more laps on the Jasper, that'll probably be just enough. Doing a little bit of Barber Dave's flat blading there. Not a whole lot of thick voluminous lather left, but for straight shaving, that is not a massive problem by any means. I'd much rather slick soap like this is. It's just a little overwatered, that's why it's so thin. Plenty of protection. A little bit more right there. I'd say that's it, guys. Perfect. Just a little bit of minor cleanup, and we're good to go. So yeah, the Dovo Prima, like I said, a little bit light for my taste. It's a good blade, nothing wrong with it. I kind of like it. It's got the little bit of bling on the back and the bling on the front. I wonder if that's actual true gold on the front. I know that's gold wash on the back, but the front looks more like maybe a gold paint. I'm not certain. I guess I never read up on them, but kind of nice. Scales are nice. I just have something for the vintages. I mean, I have a Korat, which I've used a few times. It's a nice razor as well, but again, I don't know. I always want to reach for a vintage razor. It's just who I am, I guess. It's kind of my thing. All right, so let's finish up. If you've made it this far into my video, please do me a favor and yourself and like and subscribe my channel. I do these videos a lot for myself because I enjoy making them, but you know, every time you guys like and subscribe and comment on the videos, that means a whole lot to me too. That's the reason I do it and part of the community. All right, so throw a little witch hazel on. All right. And we've got the 4th of July Sunday Zoom call that we're doing as well. So another thing on the shavingcadre.com that we do is get together on these Zoom calls. A lot of fun. I'm sure there's going to be a few cigars smoked, fireworks exploded, etc. So please come on over to the shavingcadre.com and join us. We're a lot of fun over there. So we're going to have, I think there's like 12 people that are going to be on the call. Maybe more, we'll see. And with the CBL Aftershave tonics, if they sit for a little bit, you probably want to shake them up before you get going. Oh, I mean, I'm smelling vanilla, vanilla and patchouli and a little bit of sandalwood, and I mean, wow, I love this scent. Very moisturizing, enjoyable tonic. Not even really sure that a balm is really necessary after using this tonic. It has to have some menthol in it. I'm sure it does. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't see it on there. But it really dries down really nice, gives you a good conditioned face. But I'm going to go ahead and throw on some Fitjar Slåtterøy as well. And actually, this is my first time using it. And I'm just going to use a little bit. I don't think we need a whole lot. Ooh, I think it'll match up just right. Very nice. Not the traditional bay rum scent. But I am smelling slick. All right, guys. Well, that's it for my shave today. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, please like and subscribe. Check out my companion channels, which are in the description, especially Handlebarber Dave, Long Haul Tanker, Scuttle Soap, Fenster, Spider Shaves, Nurse Dave. Check them all out. We're a great group. So thanks again, as always, and I guess I'll shave you with you later. Bye-bye.